What is up, guys? It's Horny Devil here. This is new to me. Basically taking the whole screen and bringing it to you, essentially. But this is MissionChief.com. You can find it on any Internet Explorer, your Xbox, your iPad, iPod, iPhone, and Galaxies. Yes, even though they're disgusting. You can play it anywhere. Um, what else do we have here? So this is Minneapolis, St. Paul, hence the MSP right down here. There's also a big ass airport right down there. So I'm playing in an alliance with a couple other people. Here's myself over here, my second account. This is where I actually live, but I just gotta spice things up and actually do it down here. My other friend, which I have no idea who he actually is. I literally met him on this game. He lives in Wisconsin. He's a cheesehead, I guess you could call him. And yes, we're rivals over here in football and everything. Um, we basically share. We do missions together. We have a couple other people in here, but let's just get to business down here. All right. So we have burning leaves, which is a brush. You just send originally one unit. So we have engine 6, which responds out of this place over here. This is the exact replica of the city. You can get in depth pretty damn good. We have churches here, Catholics. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's a lot. And you can literally find out everything. Find out repair your car or whatever. Alright. But it shows literally everything. Like, fire department here, it even marks it there. So, like in large cities like New York, Chicago, that's why mostly everybody plays there, is because they're super damn easy to get there. But we have the Children's Hospital right here of Minneapolis and Abbott Northwestern Hospital, which have 2 helipads. Look at that. That's just fantastic. Got a fire station right here, which I didn't even know about. But yes, I will put one there. And if you're really trying to replicate some dirty business right here, you can just go to your internet, type in your city. Most cities have a list of fire and apparatus and stations. So here you have 28 stations, which is pretty damn big. And this is just for Minneapolis and not St. Paul or anything in between. That's pretty damn big, especially right here. They have 9, 12. Yeah, it's just, it's too many. But, here we go. So, we have a grease fire here, which, don't put it out with water or else you'll have a big ass mess. So we're going to send one engine there because someone doesn't know how to put a baking soda or a cover on the thing. So, we're going to send them there. And we have a caravan fire, which is, I don't know, I guess a minivan. So we're going to send 2 engines over there. And a rescue. Engine and a rescue. To a caravan fire because, apparently sprung an oil leak or whatever. Alright, and we have a chimney fire. So we're going to send a tower and an engine to the chimney fire. Alright. And later on, you get a bunch of other units. We're just going to hop over here to Station 1. It's a little shit right now, but it'll get a lot bigger. I'm going to have multiple stations. I'm going to try to get to that 13 stations and etc. So here we go. Vehicle market. You have Type 1 and Type 2. I like to use Type 1s for engines because it holds 6 people, and Type 2s for rescues. It only holds 3, I believe. Oh, and there's a Quint also, which is, it's a ladder truck and an engine basically combined, if you didn't know that. But here we go. We have a platform truck, which is basically a tower, whatever, hook and ladder, whatever the hell you want to call it. Battalion chief, bat chief. Yeah, it's misspelled here. I think the game developer is from Germany, so yeah, I sent him a message saying that that's spelled wrong, but he didn't get to it yet, which was like a month ago. But we have a heavy rescue vehicle, mobile air, so it's like SCBAs for like the gas mask, self-contained breathing apparatus. We have a water tanker, so if you want to provide mutual aid, like you're in the middle of nowhere, and in a city of 1,000 population, that's what you'd use, but that's only for 7 firehouses, so it's basically a little unrealistic. We have a utility unit, which doesn't really get used, but it doesn't require. We have a hazmat team, which requires special education, which is you have to go through fire training, which the school costs $500,000, which is quite a bit. We got a hazmat truck for hazardous materials or suspicious package or gas spill. Blah blah blah. MCV, so be like a mass shooting. I've had one deployed in my city like 2 weeks ago. If you guys looked on the news and saw crossroads stabbing, and they claimed that it was ISIS. So whatever. Enough there. It was there. Also for building collapses. The 35W bridge that collapsed in Minneapolis multiple years ago. That was probably there, most likely. It was a bunch of cars fell in the ocean. Or not the ocean, but Mississippi River. Alright, that is just fire. And there's a lot to cover. Woo! Alright. So there's also EMS and police. Oh my. Okay, we got a roof fire. We're just gonna send these two for now because we don't have another tower at the moment while it's on the chimney fire. Once I get enough money, I'll be putting a new one in, which is only 10,000, which is a little unrealistic, but it's their currency. All right, so there's fire and EMS, which can basically go conjunction with each other. Most calls require fire, but you can play this game solely as police and EMS. You can play it solely as police. You can play it solely as fire and EMS, or anything in between. Alright, so we're going to go to the buildings tab real quick. Alright. Build a new building. So we have fire station, fire academy, ambulance station, hospital, police academy, police station, police aviation, helicopter station, and staging area. Alright. I think you can figure out what a fire station is. It's basically these that houses all the vehicles. A fire academy, which is for the hazmats and the specialty units. Ambulance station. So, if it's like a large scale, like private ambulance service, you can put them somewhere if you know where they are. Like, for instance, where is it? Brooklyn Center. Right over here. Right here. There is a massive ambulance station for North Memorial Ambulance. And they also have Air Care, North Memorial Air Care, which is spread out throughout the state, everywhere. But this is Lifelink 3. It is the other air medical company, which is a non-profit in the state of Minnesota and Wisconsin. There is a couple over there. Based in Alexandria. Basically, the flight time between here is 35 minutes, but the actual like miles in between road is 68 miles, which is kind of good. All right, so moving on. Yes, there's a helicopter right here, which costed me $300,000, but the actual base itself was $1 million, or you could buy it with 50 coins, which I did. I saved up all my coins, and if I were you, I would not spend your coins right away. Do not buy a Quint. It's worth it, but not in the beginning. Alright, so this guy is returning to base. What else we gotta talk about? There's way too much. Alright, you can see everything over here. All your calls pending and not. Alright, these also have ambulance bays. You can also level these up, which you can put more engines in. So I could literally have like 90 fire engines here, or rescues, or whatever. Or you could expand it, which is ambulance extension. So most like large cities like Chicago, they have their own ambulances, mostly red. Like you usually see them, they have their own. They respond out with the engines or rescues if they're needed. But you can just upgrade this for 100,000, which is quite a bit, essentially. But you can get them at the station, and they respond out instead of having at one central location and responding out anywhere. But once they respond out for the ambulances, you can, for instance, there's one East Bank over here, and the ambulance station is over here, which there really isn't. It'll go from here to there, and then all the way to HCMC, which is right over here, which is awkwardly enough, they're the helipad is on a parking ramp, which is kind of awkward, but I guess that's what security's for. So this HDMC, which is Hennepin County Medical Center, you got a little skyway over here connecting to the trauma center or emergency room, and that's basically where they go. You can upgrade the rooms in it. It's only $19,000. So, all right, so we have a new call: manhole fire. Send a rescue and an engine. Most of the time, if you know what the exact engines are or rescue numbers, you can gladly do that if you really want to. It just makes it a little bit easier if you have like 97 stations that they have the same numbers. This is not realistic at all. I don't know if these are the exact numbers, but we're going to go with it. And if I, for instance, if I find a apparatus number list, I will probably change them all. But let's continue. It still thinks I want to put a building down, so let's put that back. All right. So we're just going to hop over to my area real quick. All right. So here's my area where I actually live. This is Station 1. Don't worry about the second one over there. That was just a, it's just a glitch. And we have an airport over here, which I actually put down the addresses. And we have ARFFs, which is Aircraft Rescue and Firefighting. And I do have a small regional airport, which does fly international sometimes. And we have Gold Cross Ambulance. Basically, what I did here is there's actually 2 ambulance stations on top of each other because it's a little bit more efficient, essentially. An ambulance station costs $200,000 just for the initial cost. Addition, whatever the fuck it's called. All right, initial cost. There we go. For one ambulance, and then you upgrade it for $10,000, you get another ambulance, and you $50,000 for another ambulance, then $100,000 for the next ambulance, then 100 and 100, etc. You can basically do the math, and it's a little bit more cheaper building a new one. Actually, I haven't even done the statistics, but it's one of them. All right, and we have the St. Cloud Hospital, which is a level 2 trauma center on here, but it's actually level 1 in real life. We have a helicopter pad right here, which is actually accurate. It is actually a circular helipad. It's pretty good. All right, so we have Station 3 over here, which originally burnt down, ironically. Is a fire station that burnt down, yeah. That's just... It was a little awkward seeing it in the newspaper. I don't read newspapers, but I saw it laying around. And I'm like, wow, that's embarrassing. All right. So, we have a Way Park over here, which is some chump change, but they have a tower truck and engines. And these are actually accurate over here, these unit numbers. Most of these are accurate. All right. These are all of the stations that are in my city, except for this one. All right. Let's go over to this guy. All right, he lives in St. Croix. I really don't know much about it. He lives in Wisconsin. He has a St. Croix Medical Center. Yeah, basically based on real stuff. I don't know if these are actually in the exact location, but they most likely are. I don't know about those, but... All right. And here's his dispatch center, Polk County Dispatch Center. I also have recordings of them, which is pretty nice. And heading back over here to the hospital. Here's the expansions. So we have general surgery, gynecology, which I don't think you might know what that is unless you know what it is. We have urology, traumanology, which is a trauma center basically, neurology, brain, neurosurgery, brain surgery, cardiology, heart, cardiac surgery, blah, blah, blah. All right, so this is a trauma center, since we have a trauma center built right over here. Actually, it's technically not even a trauma center because you have to have all these on duty, and not even researched. They are pretty expensive. They're either $70,000 or $90,000. I don't really remember. But that doesn't have any patients at the moment, but it has like 20-some beds, which is not accurate at all. It can hold hundreds. in the